The rain had stopped just as Emma reached the entrance of La Belle Étoile, the most luxurious restaurant in the city. Golden lights shimmered against the wet pavement, and the air smelled faintly of roses and expensive perfume. She hesitated before the glass doors, her reflection trembling under the glow of the chandelier inside. Her thrifted blue dress clung to her shoulders awkwardly. She had pressed it 3 times before leaving home, hoping it might somehow look more formal. Her shoes were scuffed, her purse was old, and her confidence felt as fragile as the glass doors before her. "This was a mistake," she whispered, clutching her purse tighter. "I don't belong here." She thought of her tiny apartment, the leaky faucet, the flickering bulb, the pile of papers on her kitchen table waiting to be graded. She was a teacher at a small public school where broken desks outnumbered books. Every day she worked late into the night, pouring her heart into children who often came to class hungry. And now, here she was, standing in front of a palace of wealth, waiting for a man she had never met. Her best friend Lily had insisted. "You need to live a little, Emma." "It's just dinner." He's Lily's cousin's friend, a decent man. Who knows? Maybe he'll surprise you. But Emma didn't believe in surprises anymore. Life had taught her to expect little and be grateful for less. Still, she'd come, because something inside her whispered that maybe, just maybe, this was her small chance to feel seen. A waiter noticed her lingering by the door. "Good evening, miss. Are you waiting for someone?" Yes," Emma said nervously. I have a reservation under Mr. Ethan Cole." The waiter blinked, his polite smile tightening. "Of course. Right this way, please." Emma followed him through the dining hall, feeling dozens of eyes brush over her like judgment. The sound of laughter, crystal glasses, and soft piano music surrounded her. She felt like an intruder in someone else's dream. At a corner table, a man looked up from his phone. Tall, poised, and impeccably dressed, he seemed carved from another world. His sharp features softened when he saw her. "Emma?" he asked, standing immediately. Her voice almost failed her. "Yes, I'm Emma." He smiled, pulling out her chair. "I'm Ethan. I'm glad you came." His tone was warm, not condescending. Still, she fidgeted, afraid she might say something foolish. They ordered dinner, dishes she could barely pronounce, and at first their conversation stumbled. But as minutes passed, Ethan asked questions no one else ever had, about her students, her lessons, her favorite book. "You must love teaching," he said. "I do," she smiled shyly. "Even when it's hard?" "Especially then," he nodded thoughtfully. "My mother was a teacher too." Emma's eyes softened. "Then she must have been a good one." Ethan's gaze lingered. "She was, and I think she would have liked you." For the first time that night, Emma forgot her fear. The poor teacher, sitting across from a millionaire CEO, began to feel something she hadn't felt in years. That maybe, just maybe, she did belong here after all. The following weeks unfolded like something out of one of Emma's favorite novels. Quiet, unexpected, and full of gentle surprises. What began as a single awkward dinner turned into a series of warm encounters that slowly changed both of their lives. Ethan started visiting the small public school where Emma taught. The first time he appeared in the middle of a lesson, holding 2 large boxes of books. Her students gasped. Real, brand new books with bright covers and smooth pages. "Mr. Ethan," Emma said in surprise, "what is all this?" He grinned. "You mentioned last week that your library shelves were empty. Consider this a small donation from a man who once hated reading until a teacher changed his life." The children gathered around, their eyes wide with wonder. For most of them, books were a rare treasure. Ethan sat on the floor with them, helping unpack the boxes, his expensive suit forgotten as laughter filled the classroom. From that day on, Ethan became a quiet part of the school's life. He fixed the old swing in the yard, paid for a broken heater, and even organized a field trip to the museum. But what touched Emma most was not the money he spent. It was the way he treated everyone, from the janitor to the shyest child, with the same respect. One afternoon, after class, Emma found him sitting alone on a bench outside, watching the children play. She sat beside him, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "You don't have to keep doing this," she said softly. "You've done enough already." He looked at her, his expression calm but sincere. "I know, but I want to. These kids, They remind me what life used to feel like before I got lost chasing numbers. Emma studied his face. The man everyone saw as confident and successful now looked tired, almost fragile. Do you regret it? She asked quietly. Ethan smiled faintly. I regret forgetting what really matters. My whole life was built on habits, meetings, deadlines, profit margins. But lately I've started to build new ones. New ones, she repeated, curious. He turned to her, his eyes soft. Yes, like listening instead of talking, giving instead of earning, and spending time with someone who makes me feel human again. Emma blushed, her heart fluttering. Ethan. He laughed gently. You see, I think kindness is a habit too. One I'd like to keep practicing, and if you'll let me. For a long moment, neither spoke. The late afternoon sun painted golden streaks across the playground, children's laughter echoing like music in the wind. Then Emma smiled, the kind of smile that only came when her heart finally believed what her mind tried to deny. Maybe, she said softly. We both needed new habits. And as the sun dipped behind the school, Ethan reached for her hand. For the first time in years, both of them felt something simple and true. The quiet power of love that grows not from wealth or charm, but from the everyday habit of choosing kindness.